So now let us see some questions about using all the rules that we discussed previously. So here in the first example, if we see, we have chlorine and bromine present. Okay. Now we know we have chlorine and we have bromine. So we start the numbering from the right hand sides 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, because the least number will be from here as we previously discussed, and the name of this becomes 3 bromo. B comes first, then chlorine, 2 chloro, and we have 5 carbons, so we call it pentane. So this is the IUPAC names. Next, we have this particular, we have chlorine over here and we have such a long chain. So we have to find out the longest principal chain. That will be our principal chain. So if we start from here, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 carbon. That will be the highest for this. So let us start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and call it 7. So here at 2 we have chlorine. So let us write at 2 we have chloro. Then at 3 we have 1 and 2, that is ethyl group present. Also at 5 we have again ethyl group present. So 2 ethyl group, and we know we use di for 2. So 2 diethyl. Then we have at 6 we have a methyl group present. 6 methyl. And lastly, the chain is of 7 carbons, so we call it heptane. So this is in accordance with the alphabetical order C, D, and M. That is how we write the name, that is the IUPAC name. Here we can see that over here, this bromine and this chlorine should be included in our principal chain. And if we start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, we include all of them. So let us start by starting from this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have got 2 bromo. At 2 we have bromo. Then at 4 we have chloro. And then at 3 we have two groups. That is, one group is over here and the other group is over here. So these two, that is having two carbons, are ethyl, and at 3, 3 we have diethyl, and then this is a 5-membered chain, so we call it pentane. So this is the IUPAC name of this particular compound. Moving on to the next one, we have the fourth one over here. So now let us start this. Me stands for methyl, that is CH3, and Et stands for ethyl, that is C2H5. Over here, if we start the numbering, so we start it from, which side should we start it from? We will start it from here, that is from this particular side, and let us now draw this for better understanding. So we have this particular chain and we have CH2, CH3 over here, and again we have CH3 over here, we have chlorine, and we have bromine. So let us start numbering now. So if we start numbering from the left hand side, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the name of this becomes 5 bromo. Then we have 3 chloro, 2, 6 dimethyl octane. So this is the IUPAC name. At 5 we had the bromine group. At 3 we have the chlorine group, that is Cl, chloro group. Then at 2 we have CH3, and at 6 also we have this CH3 group over here. So this is the name of the compound. Moving on to this example, that is the next fifth question. Here we have a chlorine at the downside and we have a double bond over here and chlorine over here. So the double bond gets more priority than the chlorine. So we start the numbering from the left hand side, 5 and 6. The name of this compound thus becomes, we have 5-chloro hex 2-ene. So this is called 5-chloro hex 2-ene because at the second position we have the double bond over here. Now, if we move on to the next example over here, we have the chlorine group Cl and double bond appearing over here and on the up and the down side. So here the double bond of course gets more priority. These double bonds get more priority and thus we start the numbering like this. And the name of this compound thus becomes, so at 3 position, we have this extending over here and we can call this, now we numbered this also. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So we call this 1 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash. So now at 3, we have 3, 1 dash chloro. We have chloro at 1 dash and this is the propyl group, 3 carbons called propyl, and then pen because 5 carbons, and at 1 and 4 we have double bonds, so pen to 1 4 diene. This is how we name it. At the seventh example, that is the seventh question again, we have Et appearing at the top side and Me, that is the methyl and the ethyl group appearing. And here the double bonds have more preference now. So we start this numbering from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Notice that Et doesn't, if we open this, it makes no difference now because the three membered ring is on the right hand side. So this numbering, the name of this compound here becomes 4 ethyl 3 methyl hep 1 6 diene. So this is the name of the compound. Moving on to the eighth question, we have over here triple bond also. And how do we number this? Now we start from the double bond side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the name of this compound thus becomes, so at 4 we have bromo, 4 bromo, then we have bromo, 3 chloro, hex, 1 ene, 5 ine. At 1 we have a double bond, but at 6 we have a triple bond. And that is what makes a difference over here.